push me, and then just touch me, till I can get my satisfaction. So long, bitches.
So today, I'm gonna try and keep things a little bit lighthearted, make some jokes, but because we're gonna be talking a rather serious subject matter. It's very serious because we're gonna be talking about death. Woo, yeah! Everyone's favorite subject. I mean, hell, you hear it all the time in everybody's videos about how everybody wants to die.
I wanna die.
And that they're dead inside.
I'm a piece of shit, and I can't do anything right.
It only feels appropriate, right? The reason why I want to bring this up and talk about it is because I think it's something that we should joke about. And we should talk about a little bit more often, because what spawned the whole idea for this video is, well, the man, the myth, the legend, the half-robot, half-human being himself, Stephen Hawking, passed away. Now, Stephen Hawking was not just a pop culture icon known for the many references and jokes that appear in movies, TV shows, and films. He was a lot more than that. He was one of the most brilliant minds of all time. I mean, the dude discovered black holes, and he's never even been to outer space. How fucking cool is that? To discover something by just sitting in a room. And people believed him. He was like, hey, these are a thing. And everybody collectively was like, good job. Good job, man. You're smart. You know what you're talking about. He threw some numbers at them and was like, black hole, bitch, that's what that is. You're welcome. And now he's gone. And I may or may not have made a few jokes about him on Twitter. Just a few. Just one little tiny one, too. A lot. I made a lot. I can't lie. Well, there was a good amount of people that were like, hey, that's a bit insensitive. Hey, that's probably not an okay thing to do. You should probably think twice about doing that. And I was like, well, I don't know. Why? And that got me thinking, why is it bad to joke about his death? I mean, think about it logically. The man was diagnosed with ALS, a disease that leaves you trapped within your own body. You basically become completely paralyzed. You can't move. He wasn't able to feed himself, dress himself, anything like that. And he was expected to die pretty early in his life. But the man lived. He fought all of that. He surpassed all the expectations anybody has ever set out before him and went way beyond. He died at the age of 76 and accomplished more in his life than anyone else will ever accomplish. And yet, if I make a joke about him dying, it somehow magically just wipes away all his accomplishments. Because I didn't know I had that power. That's pretty fucking cool. That's an awesome superpower. I can just talk down to you, and everything good that you have ever done, gone. No more. Nobody remembers it, because I fucking roasted your ass. Get wrecked. Don't fucking come at me, Batman. I'll make fun of your dead ass parents, and then what do you have? Nothing. Little ass bitch. Little fucking Superman, your parents are dead too. A lot of superheroes don't have parents. Just make fun of them for that. So I feel like because he lived such a great life that was full of love and great things, that to joke around with his death isn't something disrespectful. It should be something that is kind of a celebration of his life. You can look at that and smile and say, you know what? If that's the worst thing I can say, obviously, he was a good guy, and he did great things. And that's what he would have wanted. I mean, I don't know the man personally, obviously, and that's another thing that confuses me. Like, why are you guys taking it so personal? You guys weren't his friend, were you? Were you fucking close to him? Were you jogging buddies? Did you go jogging often? Yoga? Him having this disability was something dark, because he had to face his own mortality. And the man had a great sense of humor. He did. In fact, I think that was one of my favorite things about him, was that he was able to fucking give it out and put a smile on his face and put a smile on everybody's face with a wise little quip, wise little crack. I mean, he finally put that motherfucker John Oliver in his place. He's not funny.
You've stated that you believe there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. Does that mean that there is a universe out there where I am smarter than you?
Yes, and also a universe where you're funny.
What confuses me is, why would somebody take a joke about this so serious? I mean, it's not like I'm making light of something tragic like a mass shooting or a school, shooting, at which I can understand there being a bit of a don't do that, because even I have a bit of a limitation on those things. But it shouldn't be something off limits, because to joke around about these things is to be a human being, because these are natural parts of life. Death isn't a sacred thing. It's not. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. You're born, you live, you die. It's as natural as taking a fucking shit. Everybody's gonna do it at some point in their life, and you have to accept that. And I think Stephen Hawking is somebody that understood that. Not trying to compare him and I as intellectuals, because there's obviously a huge gap in that. But there are very similar things when it comes to our conditions. I've had to face my own mortality quite a few times, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. It's not something you expect that you need to even whack around in your brain for a while, but the only way I found to cope with that is to be able to joke and make it not such a serious thing. Because life is very fucking serious. It's a serious thing all the time. But you have to laugh. You have to be able to smile. You have to be able to joke about those dark things, because life is so absurd that the only way to make sense of how insane everything is to laugh at the absurdity. That is nihilism 101. So that's my little input on that, guys. If there's something dark in your life, joke about it. Make sure you smile as much as you can. That's what I mean to say, because at the end of the day, we're all gonna fucking die. And you might as well have a few laughs on the way out, right? Fuck off.
Under press, when under press, baby, I'm under press. Under press, baby, under press. When under press, baby, under press. When under press, baby, under press. I might sleep for 4 days.